nothing really doing there. So they decide to back off and just try to retain control of the center of the circle here. I think this is a really wise play. They're trying to make sure that Entis Force cannot successfully cross that hill and get into the center, and they maybe lose some control of that area.
Team Liquid just doing such a great job of playing the terrain, playing around it, really trying to move closer and closer in the circle. Because remember, we are at circle 9 now. Everything's going to condense down towards the center. With Team Liquid's positioning, they've kind of forced Entis every single time I say force Entis Force, it just sounds weird. But down into that lower ground position, they haven't been able to really make their way up and forward or really gather too much information. So we've got Uncivil, we saw just a second ago, slowly crawling his way forward, doing his best ninja impression. Yak seems to have an idea on where James is at. The grenade's going to bounce, but not going to connect with it. Going to be going uphill, so it's going to make it a little bit more difficult for grenades off of one angle. Meanwhile, Team Liquid has the luxury of throwing downhill, so it gets a little bit more range off of this. And here we go. You can hear the shots now starting to come back and forth as Samty keeps looking back over those rocks that look so much like a head. But now it's going to be Indigo who reveals himself. Shot goes a little bit wide. Samty's looking back down on that angle. Indigo does manage to make the cross.
Wow, great job here by Entis Force. They're consolidating, moving up, trying to brutalize this right-hand flank of Team Liquid. They're getting a few shots in, but nothing quite landing. Ooh, there's a headshot there onto James. Meanwhile, Uncivil could just hang back, and he's taking some shots into Team Liquid. This could really help out Entis Force, but a nice rip coming in here. Almost gets it, but doesn't get it. James gets knocked in the meantime by Yak.
So that's a little bit of damage that Civil did on one side of it. It's going to be Indigo that actually does take him down, but Yak does go up as he goes down as he moves his way up and forward. It's going to be Kale going down as well. This is very back and forth, as I believe there are 2 members up from each squad. Samty's taking a lot of damage as well as Indigo, but EB is right down, making his way through the smokes. He does get taken down by Force, so 2 members now up, but look at this. Samty pops up, retaliates back. This is a 1v1 situation, and it is going to be Team Liquid connecting that up with 15 kills, getting them a round victory.
Great job by Team Liquid to maintain control of that circle. They took the high ground. They kept kind of poking each side, seeing if Uncivil or Entis Force would try to flank them and take advantage of the situation, but no, they were never allowed the opportunity to do that. Fantastic job by Team Liquid. Great job by Entis Force as well to get a second. Only 4 kills for them, but they played that ending circle very well and had a very good chance to win it.
I mean, Team Liquid and Entis Force had a crazy showing inside of that shoot-to-kill NIP, again popping up in those top 5 spots, netting themselves more and more points. Like I was saying, these 2 teams just eat points away from everybody else. VSG coming up in 5th place. I know that brings a smile to your face.
Yeah, I mean, Juanita doing a great job, Jangtae as well, staying alive. And this has been kind of VSG's MO so far this tournament, is they lose 2 members early on and the other 2 just find a way to get a top 5 and some extra kills and keep them in the running to possibly make it to the grand finals.
Samty coming away with 6 kills, EB with 5. Absolutely great showing from this. So apparently Frankie going down and trying to start some banter is the way that they want to start every single one of their rounds.
This has been just incredible stuff here from Team Liquid. I am just blown away with what I'm seeing. They are playing so aggressively. You can see the OP Gaming Rangers on your screen. They did not have the greatest game. It has been a struggle for them here in this tournament. The #1 team out of the PKL just hasn't gone their way.
You also saw Tempo Storm walking through, and not the biggest of smiles on their faces. That rotation where they ran the 2 motorcycles and had 3 people dropped off of it. That just kind of hits you. That's the problem. Well, I wouldn't say that's a problem, but that's the issue whenever you're running in an event like this. You have to be very, very careful. Mentality is so big. We talk about the necessary factor inside of PUBG about just never tilting. Whenever something goes wrong, just rebound off of it, get back in the groove, and get ready to go, because you can have one bad game, but you just got to make sure you don't have several in a row. And I got to say, that's the defining factor for, I feel like, every single one of these teams. They go back, they sit down, they go, okay, that didn't work. What do we need to do to fix it?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, we got to jump to our interview with the winners. Team Liquid, this is James. Take it away, Freya.
That is exactly